Since we could not do that because we did not have room, hello Luca, I took the bread box and made it for my boy so he doesn't feel left out.
This is where all the action of the house is, which the kitchen. Everybody loves food. It used to be the main room of the house, the living room, the formal living room, where people entertain. But we decided to bring the kitchen from back there to make it into where it is now. This is where it was.
We are a family of cooks in our home, so the kitchen is really such an important place for us. And since we were doing this major renovation, we were able to have the luxury of starting from scratch in the layout of the kitchen. So since Santi knows that I need my storage, I could not do the typical triangular layout of the kitchen.
One of the principles of design, which is a little bit classical, is the typical triangle where you have the stove, cooktop, and ovens. Then you would do the refrigerator and the sink all in a triangle and very close to each other, so you don't have to move around a lot.
But it's becoming outdated because now we have so many appliances.
That's right. The principle still works, having all the work areas as close as possible.
And with this kitchen, we weren't really able to do it because I was not about to give up that gorgeous window behind you, and I needed storage.
And this was basically the only solution where we put the refrigerator. One trend that we've been seeing lately is refrigerators with glass doors, which I think is the ugliest thing ever. I mean, those are not for cooking, for people that really cook. They are for magazine or Instagram, but not for real life.
I mean, talk about such pressure. Now you have to make sure the inside of your refrigerator is decorated.
Now we got to decorate refrigerators.
You know how old this bowl is, Santi?
I can imagine.
This bowl is almost 50 years old.
Where do you get it from?
My mom gave it to me when I was a child. And
to do what?
Just we serve salad in it. I love it. It's
but
so
for an army.
Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, on to cooktops on an island. If you were to design a kitchen for yourself and Edgar, would you put the cooktop on the island?
Never, ever. I mean, it's so dangerous to have it there. It's a place for you to eat and entertain, also to cook, but the stove should be back. I mean, for safety, security, it splashes, hot water, frying. I mean, it's not the place to put it.
I see it, and it looks beautiful.
It's for a magazine.
It's for a magazine only on Instagram. Because to me, it's the same thing. What I do love about it is you're facing the social area, which is very nice. Your back is not to your company, but still the splatter, the mess, it just doesn't work for me.
It does not. Once you decide where the stove, the sink, and the refrigerator goes, it's time to select them. So our suggestion is go as high-end as possible on the appliances. Good quality. You won't be regretted. They last forever. They save a lot of energy.
Saves money in the long run.
And they will be here forever.
I love my appliances so much. And you actually convinced me to go and spend more money than I wanted to, but I don't regret it at all.
Truly. You're going to be so happy with them.
They're an investment.
So they played a trick on me. What is it? She avoided the microwave.
Santi lives for the microwave, and I said, I'm not doing it.
What did you do instead?
We did the steam oven, which I would open. However, today when we made lunch, I spilled an entire bowl of lentil soup, so it's not pretty. But I don't like microwaves because I think the food comes out soggy and mushy, and I just don't like it. And I'm in love with this steam oven. I really am. It's been a game changer. It was between the double or the single bowl, but I personally like a single bowl because you know, we cook a lot here and we use large pots, so I just find them easy to place in and clean. And I get it when people like the double bowl too for separating the veggies and everything. And I love the farmhouse and the curtain. I think it's really great. I also like washing dishes. I find it relaxing.
I can't believe that. I mean, I hate washing dishes. I love to cook, but cleaning is not my forte.
I find it very therapeutic.
Oh my God, you're sick.
I am.
Now that we have selected the appliances and the location, the fun part of the design comes, which is designing the cabinetry along the hardware, the countertops, the backsplash, the sink, and the plumbing fixtures.
We wanted a very simple, traditional cabinet for this entire space. So we chose the shaker style, very clean lines, very British, very Georgian. Because, right, Santi, every inspirational image that I found was from the
very
country,
British.
very British, from the countryside of the Cotswolds. I think that's how you say it. I have to go there one
One
day.
of the arguments that we had was choosing the color of the cabinetry. That was a big argument.
You wanted white.
I wanted all white.
And
Yes.
I said, no, 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 we are doing a color. And we wound up doing this very soft mint green. And who loves it?
I do.
Say it again?
I do. I think it was a beautiful choice.
It really
looks amazing. Looks grand.
And what's really pretty is that since this space is one large space, we have the living room and the kitchen together, we wanted to wrap the entire space in this finish, this soft green cabinetry. And I think it just came out spectacular.
The window and the view is the main focal point of this kitchen. So we wanted to frame it, and we did it with a cabinetry. So it went all the way up, all the way to the ceiling to kind of give this the importance that it has. It's very elegant, very opulent, and looks very, very rich.
And you don't have to clean the top of the shelf. And another great thing about bringing the shelving all the way up to the ceiling is you get more storage. And I love
storage queen.
I love my storage.
And what happened with the pantry?
We could not have a pantry in this kitchen, which was a little bit devastating to me. We tried every which way.
We don't have a pantry? Are you sure that we don't have a pantry?
We do not have a
Let
pantry.
me show our viewers what you did. She has no storage? Come on. She said no pantry. Look what she has. All this is her pantry. Is this enough?
Busted.
And for additional storage, this was something was very clever, which is using this part of the island to do extra storage for the queen of storage.
So you approve of that decision?
Yes, that was a very wise decision.
Okay, now you can show off the walnut interiors, which is a little detail that we did.
I think it looks so refined and so beautiful when you do details like this. This is what really makes a high-end kitchen a high-end. Look at the inside of this cabinet. It's all wood.
Instead of that light plain wood, this is
or melamine or mica, those finishes that are cheap. This is fine cabinetry.
A design trend that Santi, you and I both love are pet stations. They're doing that a lot now in kitchens where they're putting these great stations just for your pets to eat and store their food. So since we could not do that because we did not have room, I took the bread box and made it for my boy so he doesn't feel left out. And his food's here, and sometimes I put his treat, and this is his little special.
Now, countertops, we had thousands of options of so many products, but we both agree for the very few time that we wanted something to look very Carrara-looking marble European, but that product stains and it's very difficult to maintain. So we ended up with the quartz, and we selected this very natural stone-like product that goes throughout because it's a huge surface.
We chose the same material to run up the back of the walls for the backsplash because, again, we keep saying simplicity. These are big investments and they should stand the test of time, and you don't want to get things that are too trendy. Santi and I also are not believers unless you have a huge space of doing a different material on the backsplash.
It's more elegant and simpler.
Although this is a large space, there's really not a ton of backsplash because we have a lot of cabinetry in the big window.
Since we don't have a kitchen table, the island became more important than ever. So we wanted a big surface to accommodate at least 6 for dinner. In our drawings, this island was bigger, but then we realized when we did measurements that, for example, we needed to open the oven and we didn't have enough space. We needed to shorten this. How much was it, Deb?
About 1.5 feet.
To make it ample for you to kind of like open it.
We really wanted a kitchen that blended in with the historical architecture of this Georgian style stone home. And I believe we achieved it. But what's great is that we achieved it while modernizing it for today's needs and today's lifestyle.
And I'm going to speak for both of us. We made a big mistake in this kitchen. We spent a lot of money on the kitchen, on the cabinet, on the lighting, on the light fixtures, on the countertops, and the windows. But we have an exterior patio for entertaining, and this is not a pass-through window. Big mistake.
Big boo-boo. My favorite part of the kitchen is my range. I'm in love with my range. I'm in love with my
Well, you're
range.
right. That's one of the favorite ranges ever. I mean, this is really a master range for a great, authentic cook. My favorite part of the kitchen the refrigerator and freezer. You know why? Because I store my ice cream in here, and I'm an ice cream junkie.
And you're always telling me that you want to lose weight and go on a diet.
Well, that's a big lie. I always say it, but I can't do it.